Hello students, myself Hema Marwah is again here to give you the presentation about the structure of human heart in the chapter 7 Human Body Circulatory System. Students, various learning objectives which we will cover in this presentation are shape and location of heart, muscular wall of heart, chambers of heart, walls of heart, and septum of the heart. Students, in this presentation, I have shown the shape and location of heart. The human heart is conical in shape. The heart is located in the thoracic cavity. It is posterior to the sternum, superior to the diaphragm, and in between the lungs. So we can say the human heart is a muscular organ which is somewhat conical in shape. It is located between the two lungs in the thoracic cavity. An adult human heart is about 12 centimeter in length and 9 centimeter in breadth. It is equal to the size of your fist. The average weight of the heart is about 350 grams in male, and in females it is 300 grams. Now students, we will know about the muscular wall of heart. The human heart is enclosed externally by a membrane, and the name of the membrane is epicardium. Internally, heart is surrounded by pericardium. The space between the two membranes is called pericardial cavity, and this cavity is filled with pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid functions for the protection of the heart from mechanical and physical shocks. Students, in this slide, we will know about the chambers of heart. The human heart is a four-chambered organ divided by septa into two equal halves, the right half and the left half. Each half is further divided into two chambers. The upper small-sized chambers are called auricle or atrium, and the lower large-sized chambers are called ventricle. So we can say the heart has four chambers. They are the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. And both of the half are separated by septum. Students, let us explore more about the chambers of heart. The blood is carried from the heart to the organs through arteries, arterioles, and capillaries. Blood returns to the heart through venules and veins. Auricles act as the receiving chambers for the blood from outside of the heart, and ventricles act as discharging chambers for blood, so they are connected to the arteries that carry blood away from the heart. In this presentation, students, we will know about the walls of the heart. Now, the question comes, what is a wall? Walls of the human heart are the thin membranous structures which are attached to the wall of heart. There are four types of walls which are present in the human heart, and they control the flow of blood within the heart. So let us discuss all the four walls exclusively. The first wall which I am going to discuss is tricuspid wall. It is located between the right auricle and right ventricle. So you can see in the diagram, this is clear that it has been present in between the right auricle and right ventricle. Second wall which is present in the human heart is bicuspid or mitral wall. It is an arterioventricular wall which is situated between left atrium and left ventricle. So you can see here also in the diagram that mitral wall or the bicuspid wall that is present between the left atrium and left ventricle, and its function is to control the blood between the left atrium and left ventricle. Now in this slide we will explore the remaining two walls, that is pulmonary wall and aortic wall. Pulmonary wall is a semilunar wall which controls the blood leaving the heart. It is situated between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery. It controls the flow of blood from the right ventricle. Moreover, it prevents the blood flow back to the right ventricle as it relaxes. Now the last valve is aortic valve. It is a valve which is located between the left ventricle and the aorta. So you can see the position of these two valves clearly in the diagram. Hope this diagram will make the concept of valve more clear to all the students. Students, now we will know about septum of heart. So what is the septum of heart? It is a dividing muscular wall between the left and right sides of the heart. The septum that divides upper two chambers of the heart is termed as interauricular septum, as it is located between the wall of auricles. The septum that divides the lower two chambers is called interventricular septum. Students, I want to share the diagram of human heart, external and anatomical view. So here you can see the different positions of left and right auricle, left and right ventricle also, and what is the position of different valves in the human heart. You can also see the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and how the pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, they carry the blood. So keep that in the mind. Pulmonary artery is the artery which carries the deoxygenated blood, and pulmonary vein, they carry the oxygenated blood. So that's why they are being shown, the pulmonary veins are being shown with the red color. Red color shows that the blood is oxygenated, and pulmonary artery shows the blue color. Blue color shows that it is the deoxygenated blood. Students, in the previous diagram, you have seen the different vessels of the human heart. So let us discuss them exclusively. Superior vena cava, it brings the deoxygenated blood from the upper body parts, that is head and arms, to the right atrium. Inferior vena cava, it brings the deoxygenated blood from the lower body parts to the right atrium of the human heart. Next great vessel is pulmonary arteries, that you know, they carry the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. Pulmonary veins, they receive the oxygenated blood from the lungs and drain into the left atrium of the human heart. Systematic aorta, this is the largest artery found in the human heart. It receives the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle and distributes it throughout the body. Now the last is coronary arteries. The first arteries that branch from the aorta are two major coronary arteries which supply oxygenated blood to the heart and enable it to continue pumping. Students, now you get an idea about the structure of human heart. So related to it, the conduction system of human heart also you should know. So let us discuss the conduction system of human heart. Both sides of heart pump blood at the same time. As the right ventricle contracts and conveys blood into the lungs, the left ventricle contracts and pumps blood throughout the body. The heart cycle of activity has two periods. First is called systole and second is called diastole. Systole occurs when the ventricle contract and diastole occurs when the ventricles relax. One complete contraction and relaxation of heart muscles makes up one heartbeat. Heartbeat must be controlled so that each chamber contracts only when filled with blood. To achieve this, the events of cardiac cycle are carefully coordinated. Hope you must have got an idea about the conduction system of the human heart, and hope you will enjoy this presentation.